It's week 4 of the 2023 season, and we've got the Bengals veteran linebacker who had a strong showing last week with an 8-tackle game. It's the Bengals and the Lions coming up next.
Versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in week 4. Taken in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22. Here come the Bengals. And CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Football's already nicely bit off. Pretty decent game.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Lions will take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a former most valuable player of the National Football League, the always dangerous Lamar Jackson.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
And right away, he lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. And this is taken into the end zone, a fumble recovery, and a Cincinnati touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble returned? Everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home.
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. DeAndre Swift heading back out with his Detroit teammates. He's probably a little angry at himself. It was his fumble, obviously, a moment ago that led to the scoop and score touchdown that has him down early.
And now we find out about the psychology aspect of being a coach. Because when you have a guy that's just happened, some people want to take him out of the game immediately. Others say, you know something, let's feed him the ball again next series and see if he's going to be able to atone for it. Let's see what they decide to do.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're You're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
A couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. To throw is Jackson. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. 4th down. Corliss Waitman now on to punt. Pulled in at the 24. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
The numbers for Mixon last week, 15 carries, 72 yards.
It's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys is that the ground game has been established, and it's keeping the defense honest near the line of scrimmage. Sometimes that leads to huge games for him. Other times, he plays a complementary role to someone else. But however it's getting done, they're winning week after week.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Burrow, he gets this one to Boyd. That'll give him 8 that time. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Simple drag right here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, the defender was right on him.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Joe Mixon, and he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Bengals hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they've got to be pleased with the start of this season, obviously.
Yeah, and you're talking about 3 good quality wins. It's got people in the locker room excited, not overly so, but that quiet confidence is starting to build. They're starting to believe that this could be their year if they stay on track.
On 2nd and 12, Burrow. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Lions force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. They'll come out with a 3-tight-end look on the first play of the drive. After the interception, here's Jackson. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run, and I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
On 3rd down, Jackson.
He'll get this into the hands of Swift once again.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. Here's Corliss Waitman now. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Joe Mixon and the Bengal offense ready to go back to work. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as the season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. Now here's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on first and 10. Nice run on second and 10. Probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, you're looking at minute 2 on third down. You're a little off balance.
And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Play action. It's Burrow. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Burrow looking to pass. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on this third down. This offense on third down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 28. Here we go. Mixon with a first down carry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And now they will throw it with Burrow. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
A handoff to Mixon. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
They'll try and run with Mixon. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So they only needed a couple of feet there on 4th down, but they got more than that and then some as he takes this into the end zone.
And I love your description right there, right? 4th and short. They got that. No problem. Let's go ahead and get the rest of it. Finish it off in the end zone. Touchdown. Everyone goes away happy on that one.
That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. From just shy of midfield, Jackson. That's to Amon. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Bengals grab it. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Now Burrow on first down. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll run with Mixon. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. And he rifles one incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Burrow throw. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Now Jackson, he's going to get that to Swift underneath. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He gets this complete to Cephas. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we'll see. And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff ready to go. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
Throwing is Jackson. And this one taken in by Cephas. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for 1st and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Now Jackson. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to kick it away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So here are the Bengals set to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He will find his man Chase complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now Burrow. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Boyd. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow throwing for Chase on the crosser. He's got it. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
On 2nd down and 4, Burrow. And he'll find Chase on the right side complete. And the Bengals are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll give it to Mixon, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bengals have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
So the drive there took 6 plays, and it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So out now come the Lions. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. He'll get just a yard on the scramble at 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
On 2nd down, Swift dancing away at the 30. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
He had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. He'll get this off to Swift. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the 1st down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Brings up 2nd and 2. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. From the 44, Jackson. St. Brown making the catch on the out route. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one... count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the fur. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running, just let them lead the game out that way.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. To throw again is Jackson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 9-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and through. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
First down. Here's Burrow. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the tackle. Defense.
Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
Here we go.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Gotta go.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Stand bounce, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Bengals are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead.
It's
starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
So here come the Lions now.
You see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson.
Quickly to Hawkinson.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Jackson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Jackson will throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Watts.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And the Bengals are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. That one looks like he'll throw here.
That one taken in by T. Higgins.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Burrow looking to pass.
This goes out wide from Mixon.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Burrow eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He hasn't been sacked all game, and there's an example as to why. Evaded the pressure, got out of the pocket, but even with the extra time, it doesn't translate into a completion.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. Denied on 4th down is Joe Mixon. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach knows.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton.
And the Bengals are going to get it back here just past the 35.
All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. And I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
And he will find his big tight end over the middle. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They will throw on first down with Burrow.
Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the one touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now.